9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, yes, this is beautiful. Hello. I thought the camera was on. I'm here. That's quite a dramatic entrance. How are you guys doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yes, we're all set, man. More of the same. We're going to be playing Football Manager 26 today. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm going to focus the start of the stream on training. What works for me now? Essentially, I checked it out, and training basically is still almost the same as it was in FM24. The same schedules that were strong in FM24 are still strong in FM26, even more so now, because it seems like training is getting a bit of a behind-the-scenes booster. So your players are going to develop quite well. So you could stay on schedules that are basically, I'm leaving it to the S-man, you're fine. Generally, youth players are still showing that phenomenal spurt in growth, which is normal for young players. You still want to do the same things that you did in FM24, and yeah, it's still going to work the same way. So I'm going to be jumping into that very, very soon, and we're going to get cracking with the stream once I am... Yeah, okay. Some places showing me a different screen. Okay, so let's get cracking. Okay, so this is the schedule I'm using right now. Okay, there are reasons why I do certain things in the game. One, match practice by hands down has always been the best at the game. But to get this really kicking, you've got to make sure that they are training them in individual roles. I'm going to explain a lot of things really quickly at the top of the stream in case people want to know how training works, right? So I'm going to explain this. It's going to be a really simple training guide. Match practice is the most important thing. You want to stick in two at least. So you can stick in two at any time of the week, all right? Okay. Then you want to make sure that you also have attacking and defending. Now, these by far have always been the best because they are general. They also work on tactical familiarity. And this, I mean, they don't tell you exactly what, you're looking at this. It's not colorful, so I know it's very boring, but I'm sure SI will address this at some point in the future. But they work on the key areas that we want our team to work on. So attacking, defending. I put in tactical, although tactical, in my opinion, isn't very necessary. You could easily get away with just doing something like something technical like transition press or transition restrict. Now, there's a difference between the two. I tend to go for transition restrict because of concentration. So when I use this, I actually have like 2 or 3. Now, it's up to you. Some of you are probably feeling, oh my God, that's a bit too many schedules, right? So the minimum number of schedules you probably will need is knock this out, have transition restrict at least 2 of them, attacking, defending, match practice 2 of them. That's it. You're golden. Now, the rest of the sessions, my recommendation has always been recovery. I've said this before many, many times in the past. Recovery is the one that reduces your injury risk. So you want, wherever it's blank, don't put in rest, put in recovery. This will be better for your team because it reduces the injury risk for your team. If you're not sure, just come in here, just set it to rest, and you will see this bar go up. Now, if you put in recovery, the injury risk is reduced. Now, theoretically, if you want 0 injury risk, you need 7 slots. Okay. You don't really need 7 slots. That's really aiming for too much. Then you're just knocking it back. Now, can you get by with a minimum number of sessions? Yes, you can. The minimum you ever do with this is match practice. Now, the downside of doing that is that your development is very role focused, and you're not like trying to extract more from things like concentration. You're not trying to extract more technical skills, which you will get from attacking, because attacking is the one that gives you dribbling and crossing, for example, right? And then defending is the one that gives you attributes like anticipation, concentration, decision. So you really need this. And the reason why I have 2 transition restricts is because the same attributes have a 40-40 dispersion between both teams, right? So you want to be able to choose these sessions. These are by far the best sessions in the game. I like to feel like I'm a manager, so I want them to play from the back. Actually, this is not needed. This is just me personal. Okay. Then what about the individual training? So when you go into the team, go get a view like this. I have one in my folder. You just pick it up and use that if you want. Now, what about individual training focus? Now, this is where things will get interesting because there are 2 approaches you can take here. The first approach is you want to go for every meta in the game, which is acceleration, right? So acceleration is a meta in the game. And work rate is a meta in the game, right? So you've got 2 that you can pick: quickness, and you can also pick endurance. Now, or stamina. I suddenly forgot which one it is. Let me just check. Yeah, I totally forgot though. I know it's based on something from FM24 because you don't get the information here. To play it safe, just pick quickness for most of the players, or leave it to your S-man. Now, there's nothing wrong with leaving it to the S-man because at this present time, right, it's really inconvenient to do this individually. Yeah, it's there are a lot of clicks that you got to do. So what I normally do is I leave it to my S-man. Then for those players, I really want to focus on like players that have high potential and great personalities. I will just go in and go like, okay, maybe in this particular case, like with this guy, I know his concentration attribute needs some work, right? So he's also got decent acceleration, agility. The magic number is 15. So if I look at this and I go, he's so close to the magic number, right? And his dribbling is 13. So it's got to be one or the other. So I will probably come in here and go, okay, for the next 6 months with this player, we will train him. Oh no, he's you see my individual focus is my S-man. So if it was me, right, I'll go individual training. I'll train him on first touch, or I will train him on quickness. That's it. Just to get him to get better at the attributes that I want him to meta in, so to speak. So that's it. Basically, that's it for this team. As far as creating a schedule is concerned, now it's a 5-step process, right? It's plenty of steps involved. Recommendation, download mine or go through the pain of creating one yourself because it's a long process, and I done a video on that already where I covered training, and I would suggest you go check that video out. Attacking, defensive, shadow play, I don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's not worth it. Yeah. Attacking and shadow play is too skewed towards one. See, you never, in my opinion, you don't go for any of those that are skewed too heavily towards one unit. Because if you're skewed too heavily towards one unit and you can't find balance, because then you're going to run an issue. Then you're going to have to do one attacking shadow play, one defensive shadow play. But the problem with both is they don't work on too many attributes. Just the scope is too little. This is a bit more broad-based and a lot more balanced. The thing about Football Manager has always been this. A balanced training schedule has always been better than one that is completely focused on something nice, something like 2 or 3 attributes. That you do when a player is much older, I guess, because then you don't want him to lose some attributes in his game. So that's what I would recommend. So this is essentially it. Now, what about your youth team, right? Your youth team, you can't do any schedules. They'll pick this up. So this is actually good enough for your youth team because your youth team is going to get 2 match practice, very balanced, done. You can forget about worrying about the youth team training schedules because what you do with the youth team is going to be different. With the youth team, you give them all quickness. That's it. So youth team is just quickness or endurance or stamina, one of the 3. So you look at what they need, right? So endurance will give you work, stamina will give you work rate, and endurance will give you let me try and remember. Endurance gives you stamina. And the other one gives you work rate, I think. One or the other. You gotta go into FM24 to find out. I can't really remember which one it is. I just pick what I feel like picking all the time. So honestly, I go with the flow. I'm a total immersion guy. See this guy, he's got low stamina. I go, you gotta do endurance. Something like that. Okay. So that's where I recommend for the youth team. Youth team, they follow the main schedule. Give them the roles. The roles are going to be straightforward, right? Now, what about these OOP roles? Do you want to trade them in OOP role? Why the... don't bother. They need some positional familiarity, but the cost to the CA is going to be really high. So without jumping into I'm not going to dive into the values themselves, right? Because I don't want to go there. That means I'm looking under the hood. I'm trying to do all that. But I'll tell you something. Players are going to develop if you train them in the position you want to play them in. Now, if you are going to training for an OOP role, you're basically only worried about his position training. That's all. Now, if he's OOP, he's going to keep playing in that position, then what I would do with that player that you're worried about so much is give him a training schedule that is like, so when you go to, let's say for example, I'll give you a really simple example. So I've got to go to this guy, I've got to delegate now. Okay, so we got to delegate, I'm taking away individual training for very quickly, right? So if I wanted to do this, I go to my youth team. Where is it? Where's the youth boys? There we go. I'll take control. All right, confirm. I'll leave the general training because there's no point, right? We can't actually do anything with that. So we go to overview. Then I'll go to my overview here. Then I go to training. Now I have to come out of this because it's the wrong page. Then we go inside here, right? Okay. So now we've got our individual training for our youth players. I don't have too many here by the looks of things. No, I've got all of them now. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got all the youth. We've got all the under 19s. Okay. That's interesting. So this is the second team. I'm actually in the second team, not in the first team. Okay, that's fun. There's no data, there's no senior squad, so we're in the wrong place. I would have thought, no, that would have been the team itself. Okay, because wake up and you see something new. Okay, so we come in here. So what is this now? So I'm using this screen. I'm not using the other one yet. Yeah, I normally like to use the other screen. So this is the first time I'm here. Then we got the under 19 squad now. So we got everybody here. So apparently the last one is the dud team. Okay, the second team. We call them the dud team. So let's pick one player, for example. We arrange them by position. Well, look, the reason why I don't come here is because I have to, it's many steps. Okay, so looking at this player here. All right. So if I look at him and I know that we are playing the winger thing, right? So I'm going to be changing his position. So what I will probably go inside here is he's got IP role or winger. That's what the S-man has decided. Okay, fine. But look at that. OP role. I'm not going to bother. If you want to, get him to learn the position. Because now you got to go in there and get him to learn the position. That's going to cost a lot of, for me, it's going to cost a lot, right? So I normally just leave this alone. Right now, I know some of you probably want to train them. So if you were going to train them, I would train them in the role that you're playing in. On the other hand, I'm actually just going to IP role. That's it. I don't see it being too big of a hit. Yeah, it's not that big of a hit because OOP role. If you look at the OOP role, what are you going to train him in? Assume he's a winger. You probably get him to be a. Well, you see, if you change his position, that's really bad, no, because imagine this, right? He's a forward right now. Assume tomorrow you want to train him as, okay, I want him to be a left back. You know what's going to happen? Part of his CA is going to be taken out because you decided you want to see here beside his name STC left back. What's the point? Don't do it. It's not worth it. So I'll just leave it this way. I wouldn't bother. Oh, I'm muted. Ha 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 ha. I have been muted for so long. That was hilarious, man. I just saw the muted word. No? Okay. So, all right. So, what I'm going to do is, I'll repeat everything I just said. Okay. This is terrible, man. So, for the youth team, what you want to do when you go into the game is there are two ways to approach it, right? All the crucial info was muted. I know. I was saying some terrible things about the UI. You didn't hear me. I had to mute myself, man. I might lose my, gig as a moderator on the Trade Tactics Forum. Sorry, I think I'm going to lose it anyway because I've been so critical of the game. But coming back to this, right, I know people are blaming the quality assurance guys, the ones who test the game. I wouldn't blame them because honestly, they probably have seen all the bugs. So obvious. You can't go past the bug, right? So I think the flaw lies actually with the guys who make the decisions on where to devote their resources. So we're talking project managers, PDs, that group. QAs, they have a quality assurance guy, and a beta tester, and a bug tester, right? They have thankless jobs though. They have to look for problems in the game over and over and over again. Yeah, they got to keep repeating the same thing like 10 times to see whether it happens. It's a terrible life. I know, I've done it before. It's not fun. Okay, so it can be quite painful. So I wouldn't go after, it's not their fault. They probably logged it. So many obvious ones here. So now coming back to this, right? If you want to go and train the youth teams, there's two views you can go to. You can come in here, go to overview, go for your training, right? And then if you're in training, or rather here, so you come in here, come to this, you click on the second one, under 19. So you can't set up the training schedules, right? But hang on a minute. Youth teams, the only difference for me when I was playing this game last time, well, I'm still playing the game anyway, was the fact that with the youth team, what I would do would be to create a separate schedule for them because sometimes they don't play on the same days. The thing about this game is it still rebalances the training schedule, or it tries to fit in all your sessions within the week. Now, if it were me, I'll leave it alone, right? Because sometimes the games are played, like here, you see that the game is being played on Sunday, then the game is played on Saturday. It's too many things to worry about, to change. What I would definitely recommend is this. You go into the game, right? And then if you got your custom schedules, like I've got a custom schedule called this Bunda Balance, right? So we confirm this. This is fine because it's got match practice, two of them, right? You want this, you want the attacking and the defending. These are the most important schedules. In the whole training schedule, there are only 4 important sessions. Match practice, attacking, defending, and transition restrict. That's it. Don't have to worry about the rest. The rest, you can slot in recovery and you're fine. Okay. That is very balanced. Now, the thing is here, right? The training has to be balanced, right, for the first team and for the under 18s, under 19s. So when you go to the view, have your set up a view. I've got a view already, and it's in the folder for you guys to download. Go in here, and then for the youth players, because it's quite time consuming because there's no drop down anymore, right? So last time you just drop down and you do it very quickly. It's so fast. Now you got to right click and then go this, don't go here, go here, go here. There's a lot of steps I feel I'm taking. Which is, I honestly, it's not the end of the world for me. But I would recommend that if you want, leave it to the S-Man. Or if you want to take over yourself, for youth players, individual focus is good, stamina or endurance. These are the 3 ones that you want to focus on, right? So I would look at players specifically and go based on acceleration and concentration, what they need. Concentration is going to be dealt with by the general training schedule that we have. This is going to be attacked by our specific training schedule. So defenders, sometimes they've got good height, like 1.9, but their jumping reach is only 12. So for those players, what you do is you go in immediately and give them area like I did for this guy, Lucas Paul. His jumping reach is 12. His jumping reach is 12, so I've gone in and gone, okay, fine, go get your jumping reach up to 13 or 14, and then we'll worry about, we know this is going to kick in later, right? Then after that, worry about his acceleration, but more importantly, his training would be very simple, right? So you come in here, go to his training, individual training, give him a position role, and we'll just give him a training as a central defender, okay? For young players, I like to be focused on them playing first, not about how well their attributes are spread, because I need them to do their job first, right? So that's it. Central defender is good enough. Now, what about OOP roles? Do you worry about OOP roles? I will tell you now, don't. Because OOP roles, right? The problem in the OOP role is CA. If you take this player and say, okay, fine, I want him to go up and attack some of the time. Do you know that by him doing that in your tactic, he's going to gain some positional familiarity eventually? Okay, it might be slow, but he will. 2, if you start training him, oh, I want him to be out of possession. I want him to be a striker. So let's train him as a striker. Fantastic. He goes up, he becomes a striker. What is going to happen to him is he's going to start eating away at his CA. So my advice is, you can't get away without doing it, okay? And if you still want to do it for roles that are not too far away. Like, for example, if you got a winger, you want to out of possession him here, by all means, that's fun. That's okay. You want a striker, you want an OP position here, that's okay. But the moment you go from a big jump from here to here, that's a problem, okay? It's going to eat a CA like nobody's business. And you don't want them getting too many... he can play as a striker, he can play as a defender, he can play as a fullback or whatever. He's just going to eat his CA. So that's not what I recommend. I don't do that. So I found that this can actually work, especially for the youth team. So for the youth team, it's quite straightforward. Just, that's it. That's how I done it. And I've actually left it to my husband in a lot for the general training schedules. They're going to follow the main team anyway. So I'm just going to come in here, go to my first team now. This is their first team training schedule. So this guy is going to get a kick up his where. One training development. I'm very disappointed. Okay. Okay. Let's work hard. I don't like to give players targets because. Then when they feel they make the target, give them something. They feel the target, are going to do something. It's like too much work. Okay, so I'd rather forget all about it. So here we got some players learning new positions. As you can see, the position and role, like we got here, he's learning MC and wing back, all complementary. Right? I don't change too much. The next thing we're going to do for this team is I'm going to just leave it like this. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so. This is progress training. It will show the curve going up. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to their overview. Come in here, go and train their training. Come in here, and then I'm gonna set their training schedules up now. So Bunda Bullens, Bunda Balance Saturday, Tactical. Then we come in here, Custom. Then we got Balance. This is the one I just made just now. So then we'll come in here. There we go. Defending, attacking. This is tactical. I mean, you can take it out. I will, just make it easier for my team. Recovery. Then we got one more. Then you can come in here. Custom. I can go. We can create a new schedule if you want. And then I can load one of my lighter schedules. Load. I've got one that's very light. BTN light. Okay. That's minimum, I think. The very basic stuff. Match practice. We'll remove tactical. I honestly don't need this. Then whatever it is here, I just slap in the recovery. So this becomes like a session where the players actually spend more time in the resting. So recovery has a maximum of, I think, 7. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 1. I think 6 or 7. They've got a max that you can only slot in. After that, you can't do anymore. So this is fine. They got defending, attacking, match practice, defending again. This schedule works just fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna save this schedule and export it actually as BTN. You have to. Problem is this game you gotta save it a second version. BTN Lite 2. Oh man. Light version. Save and export this as BTN Lite 2. Okay. So we got this as a light version. So I've saved it already. Go into the training. So the youth team is going to follow the same one. Training, and then we go in here. So I'll just show you how I do it. So we created that one, right? So let's say we come in here. So what it shows up. Custom. No, it didn't. Okay, so let's go. Sometimes you gotta go a few days later and you see it. Okay. Come in here. Custom. There, BTNI is here. Okay, BTNI is there. So now I go back. Chances are it will appear now. No, it didn't. So it didn't appear. So sometimes it doesn't appear, sometimes it appears. Don't look at me, man. I don't know why that is the case. So we can come in here, go custom, and then go there. Saturday game. It's gone in. So match practice, match. I see the bug is still there, no? Triple match practice. Yeah. You can still get more bang for buck. So we can put this BTN light in here, bang, match practice, match practice. It works. And then, oh, this is crazy. This is the thing that you have to be careful with when the game does this. Sometimes you'll do this, the game is on a different day. I'll give you 3 overalls. So you don't need all this. So you just come in here. The idea was for players to, to have fun, right? And then you suddenly discover you can have more recovery sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's not more. Yeah, it's just nice. Okay, so it's done. So that's easy, man. Okay, I saw a comment just now from Emidovic. I think it was long. Have you seen the infinite loading screen bug? Whenever I go to watch the goals my team scored in the previous match, whether I similar or play, it gives me the bug where it just sits there loading for 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, there's a problem with looking at goals conceded in the previous match. You have to go like 1-2 days ahead and then look at it. I'm very scared of looking at my own highlights nowadays. Yeah. It's like, if it's a button I haven't pressed before, it doesn't crash, or at least it's something else, I get very worried. I don't go there now, which is kind of sad. Any idea why my XG high with many shots but I'm not scoring? I don't know why I'm in Joel Spy. Because without the XG shot map, we can't really tell. So one of the ways you can see is during the game, right? What you need to do is you need to have something, you're looking at the XG instead of the formation. Yeah, look at the XG instead of the formation. So my advice is do that. Then you can see whether or not every time you take a shot, take a quick look and see what the XG is. That's the only way at the moment to tell what your XG level is. So if your XG levels are always 0.1, 0.2, then you will know that your volume is actually low XG shots, not very good ones. Yeah. And that's the only way we can address it, because there's no empirical way in the game for us to go in there and diagnose our own matches right now. Though for the hardcore players, it's more the case of what you know. If you know it already, then you know what to find. Like, it's more like, for me at the moment, it's more like my gut feeling, and I'm going, okay, it's my gut feeling is this is happening. And I hate that for everybody else. Yeah, the absence of match analysis has lessened. Yeah, it has. I had a chat. She would like to know why you stripped over captaincy. I don't want to talk to you, man. I don't even know. I didn't do that. Somebody else did it. I was like, no, I just do what I'm told, man. With the ladies team, Joey Poppa is not happy. They're not happy with him, man. Suddenly, they are not happy with Joey Poppa. Apparently, he accidentally stripped someone of their captaincy. He was like, huh? What? I didn't know. No. I was just given this form to fill out. I filled it up. So training, just my advice. The problem with training is not at the top tier. No, it's actually at the second tier. Like, for the women's team, right, I found that it's very disappointing. So I go to the women's team, I go to their training, right? I'm back to Kaiserslautern here, dumb throat breath. I want to go Joey Poppa team, and this thing doesn't change. Yeah, you see Joey Poppa, right? But I go to squad, Team T. Now it goes Team TG. Okay, good. Just now it didn't. I was very annoyed. So we come in here, right? I want to change their training, right? So let's see, okay. Maybe it's because they only got they only got Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday game, right? So we know they have a Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, basically it's Tuesday, Thursday. Are the only training days they have. Okay, so let's go and create a schedule for them. Okay, so we'll create one. Tuesday, Thursday, yeah. Create a new schedule. Tuesday, Thursday is the only days they can train. So we come in here, give them match preparation, match practice. Ladies, training, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, and match day is Saturday. Match day, Saturday. Okay, so this is what I want to do. All right, so we got match days here. All right, so Tuesday and Thursday. I'm just going to stick in match practice first. Okay, done. That's done. Okay, so attacking and defending, right? That's it. General, attacking, general, defending. That's it. They're done. That's all the training they need. Should we push them a bit harder? Let's try that. Okay, physical, general. We got technical, transition, restrict. Okay, that's got concentration, and we give them transition, restrict. I'm pretty certain all this work is going to be for. It's going to be wasted. No? Okay, so now we go create a schedule. We're gonna. I done a few already. Okay, so we got ladies, training, training. Can't even spell the word training. Tuesday, Thursday, match. Saturday match. Okay, Saturday and that's it. There's as many characters that I can put in. Saturday match. All right, done. Confirm. Now export this. I can't. That means usually when you export it, the name comes out. Ladies training. Yeah. Ladies training. I just go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I exported it, right? Ladies training Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. So custom won't load it. Custom won't load. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Show it to me. And save the schedule. No, I gotta see it. That it won't. There's only loaded this, right? Save. Okay, this is what I created, but I should be able to see it here, you see. I should be able to see here. Yeah. Let's try this button, right? New schedule. Okay. Let's try this. Ladies training. Okay, let's just do simple match practice first. I just want to see if I'm right or wrong. If there's another way around it. And then Saturday physical match day. Okay, done. So this is a simple one. We're just gonna export this. No, rather create the schedule. We've got to create this. Ladies training, and then export this. That is not working because normally you see the word, you'll see the name. Save it again. It's got unresponsive. The rest of the buttons to use somewhere, this is always unresponsive. And cursor, you're not coming in. Yeah. You load. And you come here. Load. Nope, not showing. It loads this one, but that's about it. And then it doesn't load here. Okay. All right. Then we go in and how do I get out of here? Now they're taking me again. No, now you see this? Take me with Kaiserslautern. Now I'm back in Kaiserslautern's training, is it? This is confusing, man. That is Kaiserslautern's training, you know. Wait, how come this is saying Kaiserslautern? Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say it. It's not showing up. Okay, so we cancel here. We go here. Let's go a few days into the future. Yeah, it's not showing. So women's training doesn't work. So that's why I leave it to the S-man. Okay. Reduce the mentality of tempo to convert. Nah, that's my advice from last year. Reduce the tempo. Yeah, you do not improve your shot quality by tempo alone. You got to look at the kind of shots, kind of chances you're creating. Are you creating them inside the area? If you are, then tempo will help because if you're creating it inside the area, tempo is meant to bring more players into the third to help you build up play, right? So tempo can help. Mentality is not it. You can play on should be able to score on any mentality. The one mentality that sometimes you rush a lot of attempts on is attacking. Yeah. So let's go to match practice. But usually it's a case of looking at your tactic. Well, we'll get a chance to. The men are not doing well, so we'll be spending some time analyzing their performances, their progression. All right, we continue. Okay, recruitment focus update. We have a recruitment focus, right? So we got ongoing. Yeah. So far, nothing. We got in progress 4. Sarah, she's okay. I mean, she's got no aggression, but she's got space and she can deliver across. She's a striker and she's got pretty good finishing. Yeah, she's not bad, man. So we're gonna add her to a short list indefinitely. Tia, Backstorm, again another winger, pace. She's good, except she is probably just good at running and not twisting and turning. So what about Leia? Leia is quite okay. Also another one that we'll keep an eye on. Okay. And then we got Clara. Clara is impressive. Clara is impressive. I like Clara. Clara is actually the best of the lot. I like her the most. Okay, so indefinitely. So I gotta put that. So this is the one that we might want to target. Okay. I have a greater success with low or tempo and positive mentality. Yeah. You can play on defensive mentality and do well. I would most of my tactics, if I were you, I'd just be playing them on balanced mentality. Yeah, just play every tactic on balanced mentality when you first start. Use mentality as a risk thing, right? So if your team is set up nicely, they should do okay. Like here with our tactic, we have it on positive mentality, and my tempo is actually not very high. I think that my tempo is standard. I don't play very high mentality tempos as well. So we got in possession shape is like that. Our out of possession shape is exactly the same. Except we expect them to come back and help us defend. Now, the thing is this, right? If you're playing a team that is over time, I can tell you what's going to happen. Okay. Now, if you have an out of possession shape, you got 3 strikers and you want them all to drop back, your counter pressing is going to screw up because essentially counter pressing takes a cue from both your in possession and out of possession shapes. That's why I can see right now. I would have thought it only takes a cue from the in possession shape. No, it does not. It also takes a cue from the out of possession shape. So if you got a lot of players dropping deep, then your counter press is going to flop really badly. So this is the reason why I normally opt to keep the tactic as similar to my in possession. And if I do change, it's not by a lot. So if I wanted to make this more defensive, I'll probably drop her here, drop her here. And that's as far as I'll go. Yeah, I won't go any lower than that because I still need them to counter press, right? They might counter press, but at least if they drop, they don't drop so deep. But anybody who's playing here and you ask them to play here, good luck to you, man. They're not going to help you counter press very well. Yeah, so counter pressing is the same. So you definitely have to be very careful now on Football Manager 26 with your pressing. I don't think you should be pressing like crazy. But of course, so far, this 4-2-3-1 has been exceptional. But I'm going to be making a few more tactics for you guys. Yeah, so I want to have a tactics stream. Just tactics and tactics only, Like, I'll create tactics and then, so I want to make like as many tactics as I can. Okay, so we got to have training review. This not too bad, eh? Look at the training review. Like, everybody, look at this, 7.1. They are fine, man. They're not as... Apparently, you see, this is what I believe is happening in the game. When you can't do any training, right, there's like, you leave it alone, they're still going to be fine, right? So the only thing I did for this team, if you look at it this way, is if you're looking at, why are you still showing me Kaiserslautern? I want to go to the second team, It's very disconcerting, okay? When I look at this and I go like, they're going to take me to my Kaiserslautern team every time. I'm Sweden, I'm managing my second team. The UI sometimes can be quite makes me very uncomfortable. You see, no individual focus, right? So what we're going to do with this team is very simple. What do I do here? Everyone is going to take me forever, no? So I'm just going to do like acceleration here, trading, individual trading, attributes, quickness. There we got 10, right? So I'm going to pick only the 10s. Yeah. Trading, individual trading, attributes, acceleration, quickness, that's 2. And maybe looking at the age as well, because players who are like 26, you don't want to bother. Okay. Then we got striker, Oliver Nastrom. Off the ball could get better. Finishing, definitely some work. So we're just going to come in here with our training, individual training, attributes. We have final third or finishing. They don't have finishing anymore. Shooting, there we go, shooting, correct. They got shooting. Here we've got this girl. She's got concentration. Okay, that we can't do much. I don't think we're gonna improve. Okay, we done that, right? So let's say I don't wanna waste my time. Okay, I'll come in here. This is actually exactly how I'm playing it. No, in my personal saves. Okay, this is what I do. Okay, I can't be bothered. Okay, so I go here. I do this. So he does all the work first. I just go and pick my favorite players. I do it then. That's how it is. I recommend you guys do it too. What's the point of torturing yourself for every single one? I'm like, I can't do it, man. There's no like efficient way of doing it fast. It's more like the game has been, I don't know, it's intentionally trying to funnel me into the dumb down arena. I'm dumbing down your training for you. Take it or leave it. This game is not made for the hardcore, uber hardcore. It's made for the, I don't want to train. I'm lazy. But why are they getting so good training attributes? Why is it so unfair? It should be the same for me too. That group of players. So that's what my conspiratorial person is thinking. Now you see what's happened. Everybody's got individual focus. That's it. He assigns it automatically, Like everybody gets one, right? So now they all got individual focus, right? I can pick and choose. So we got this goalkeeper technique. That's fine. Goalkeepers, who cares? Okay, final third is composure. Final third is composure and decision making. Now, why would this guy have final third composure and decision making? Is the first thought in my mind. But look at his composure, it's 10. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, all right. You review. You're like the boss going like, what have you got it training as? Then a guy is Mahir Emreli. The problem now is, if you don't know what attributes the individual training improves, right, you got to have an issue. Because there's no way to know in this game. So, Mahir Emreli, composure and decision making again, I don't think so. Maybe for this guy, what we'll do is, okay, I've got to go into individual training now. See, he's done the individual training, right? So I go to responsibilities. Then I come in here, delegation. I take over the thing myself because I don't like one thing that you did. Last time they used to allow us to do it for 1 month, 3 months kind of nonsense. Right now they don't anymore. It's quite annoying. So we go back in here, take control one more time. Go back in there. I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but hey man, it's fun. Okay. So Mahir, I'm really... he doesn't need any final third composure. He's not going to get any better. We got to go one day ahead. It's a pain. It's a pain, But I'm willing to do all that. Okay, review team selection for this game. We played well. Oh, they beat us. When did they beat us, boy? I didn't touch me. Oh, but Gumsala, we beaten them. Okay, match report. This is the last time they played against us, the under-19s team. Okay. I have no idea. Okay, Lundgren, Teo jumping reach, Lindstrom, Teo jumping reach, Wickstrom. She's a sensational player. Darlin is okay. Then we got Johansson, Meluk, Videso. We are missing one player. That's our top striker. Where is she? I think it's goals. Who's scoring the most goals in our team? Let's see if they are playing. So we got number 8, Sandstrom. Okay, Maluk is scoring. Wagland hasn't been scoring many. She's only by score. So Sandstrom comes straight away and starts. All right. Although I do wonder why this color becomes very, very red. They color coded, right? They color coded the striker. So I was the first time I saw this. Is he injured? That was my first reaction. Can you believe it? My first reaction was playing this game. Is he injured? It still is my first reaction, unfortunately. So nothing has really changed. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the subs are there. We'll go to the match. Proceed to the match. So let's see if we are playing on positive mentality, which has got just a bit more risk. We also are playing with a standard tempo. And work ball into box, I'm not sure. I normally don't put it in. So we've got the team playing on key. We'll just watch them on broadcast camera for once, okay? And leave this up, because if I don't leave this up, I'm going to get an FPS loss. So we are playing from, left to right. So there we go. So what I recommend is doing this. Okay, you want to know your XG chances? Keep this open. So don't look at the formation. Sad. Okay, it's so sad. If SI had given us like XG something or short map, it would be easier for us. Then we know who's getting into good goal scoring position, which is really the reason why we use it. Now we have to use this. Okay, so we can't look at their formations anymore. Okay. All right, so looking at both teams, no chances have been created. We are attacking from left to right, not too bad. Getting up the pitch. Pretty wet day here. Sean, good work from them. Getting past our player. This not looking good, man. She's coming all the way back, straight into our keeper's hands. I see the AI doing this is low shot quality. There we go. Lindstrom, the central defender, pushes it up. Okay, the highlight ended there. So their XG, you see, nothing. No, they have 0.04, right? Look at this. So it's a very low quality chance. So we know that the first. So pay attention to this and then correlate with this. That's the only way right now in the game. The data hub is not helpful. Yeah, I have stopped going to the data hub. The data hub drives me nuts. Every time I go to the data hub, I feel like shooting somebody. Okay, not bad. Tempo was just nice. The pass, the runs, maybe she should be. There we go. Another central through ball. To all those fellas saying out there are no central through balls in the game, it's because your tactic is not set up right. Okay. There are a lot of people going out there saying, oh, there are no central through balls. I'm like, dude, seriously, what are you playing? I'm playing the same game and there are loads of central through balls. I've got over the top central through balls. I got one touch. Yeah. So you gotta find, play the right roles, I guess. So we got one more. Okay, going. She's looking for opportunity. The Wikström. Okay, this is nice movement from Maluk. No wonder Maluk has been scoring so many goals for us. She's our leading goal scorer. She always comes in unmarked from the central positions. She's playing as a free role. Good clearance, easy. Red goes to Wikström again. And brilliant over the top. Tempo, composure, that wouldn't help. That's the player, the player themselves. So you look at this now. Maluk got into a decent goal scoring position. There we go, 0.2. So verified by our. So now you got to kind of like immediately look at that and go like, that was a decent goal scoring position, right? So I know I'm creating chances. At this point in time, the only thing I would do is check my tactic to see whether I'm doing what point to box. So I will go into in possession, go to team instructions, come inside here. Do I got work ball into box? By crossing style, this is where you get more players involved in the final third, right? So I go low. Now I'm going to get those guys coming up higher up the pitch and I'll try and do cutbacks as well. Okay, so far, then we got passing the rest. I'm going to leave it. Tempo is standard. Everything is pretty okay. Yeah. So we want to get revenge for under 19 team. You can also create a tactic, right, which is very attacking and then very defensive at the same time. Like, okay, maybe you want to make the 4-2-3-1 very attacking, right? They scored from a corner. Okay, you can make the tactic very attacking, and then when it drops back, it becomes very defensive. I'll try and show you guys on one of the streams. So let's say I make a 4-2-3-1, and then I get it to defend with a 5 at the back. So we conceded a goal. That's our winning streak. Has hopefully it doesn't. It's been a while now since we conceded a goal, and that coincides with our captain being stripped. My favorite was white forward. White forward is pretty good. Yeah, we did create a new tactic based on the white forward as well. Tempo mentality is risk, and it affects all the other sliders. Like with defensive line, tempo, creative freedom. Yeah, mentality affects a lot of things in the game. Okay, we consider a second goal. That's not good. We can't shout at our team as well. That looks like they're taking it very badly that I stripped the captain of a captaincy. So the same things that are affected in FM24, the same things that affects now. Tempo, just about how fast and how many players are going to be involved in transitions up the pitch generally, and how fast you go from defense, midfield to attack. So ever since I did the work ball into box, right? We were trying to go high up the pitch and they hit us on the break twice. Sandstrom. One was a corner and this one. So we had to keep our composure. Maluk, nice. Missed. No, nothing. What is XG? XG is just a measure of your shot quality chance. It's your tactic. It's got tempo and mentality are just pieces of your tactic. It's like telling me, why is my car not going very fast? Is it because of my window? Yeah. Or is it because of the shape of my car? It's all part and parcel of the same thing. It's like different parts of your car is made up of your tires, your body, your engine, right? The petrol you use, okay? The speed at which you go at is going to be the risk you're driving at. So you want to play it safe. You go at your first time you're driving your car, you just keep it at the speed you're comfortable with at 50, 60. There's no risk to it. Mentality and tempo, they're all just part of the whole thing. Their XG is just a reflection of how good your tactic is at creating chances. So you have to look at your roles and duties and how you set them up if you want to find out what is affecting your tactic. Like, I know my tactic is extremely risky. You only plays with one defender. Now we're trying hopeful balls. They're just punting the ball up. So I'm going to do something different. I'm not allowed to change tactics, right? I cannot change tactics, but I can change roles. Okay. We're getting into, we play quite well in earlier games, but so far now, the thing is, I haven't been looking at the opposition's formation this whole game. Until now, I don't know what they're playing. Because the UI is so bad in Football Manager. The match day UI is terrible, as far as I'm concerned. It forces me to I would like to see shotman, definitely. But I'm forced to use this and I can't, look at the formation and go like, oh, they're playing a 4-4-2. They're hitting me on the wings. Every time I go forward, I'm getting whacked. Okay, there's something we can do. They're doing a doubling up. So this is one time I'm going to do this now. I'm going to track back and track back. Okay. Going to play as a tracking wide midfielder. I'm going to get some stability in our team first. Okay. But this means that these guys are not going to be a lot. I'm going to make them a lot more attacking. No, that's as far. Box to box, done. Free roll, central forward. Okay. Dropping them back a bit deeper. They're getting inside me too much. It's two of the goals of transitions. The only way I would pay for a decent skin with match analysis. Is it still running best in public beta? It is running the best in public beta because it's the most stable build. Yeah. If you want to play the game right now, I don't know why anybody doesn't want to be in a public beta track. It's definitely 10 times better. Okay, we kind of become a bit more. We've taken a bit more defensive OP shape, right? Yeah, we are not creating very good chances. No. The girls are just not finishing there. We are creating some chances, but I'm still not impressed. Okay, defensively, okay, nice. Final. Oh my God, what a miss. What a miss. Okay, they got back into a very defensive huddle. Yeah. The 4-4-2 is, you see, I suspect, I have a suspicion about their 4-4-2. I love the 4-4-2 in Football Manager. It's actually very good. Yeah. So I have the counter, the impact those two are having on the flanks. Their wings, they got a lot of support on the wings. So I've got to get the support back. Again, Okay, I'm not creating chances. We are creating very good chances now. We're just not finding the back of the net. The girls are not doing enough. 4-1, 4-1, 4-4-2. They get this person to drop in, and they get her to come here. So I love this tactic, man. This is so good, no? It follows what I believe that the way you should be playing Football Manager, which is to keep your shape as closely tight. The overall shape should be close, not too far apart, and this is doing quite well. Now I gotta get they're getting a lot of support from these two. They are fullbacks. Yeah, you see, that's so close together, so I had to pull mine back. This don't pay for any skins. I'm telling you, do not pay for any skins, because SI will eventually. I think you'll be able to do fine. Trust me. It's annoying, I know. It is very annoying. No, like for example, right? There's one thing that I really dislike. Is sometimes during a match, right, if you see you go to a highlight, right, it happened to me once. I think I was playing it yesterday, and then I decided to go and see the goal of another team, something like that. Okay, I was on the infinite loading screen for the highlight. Yeah, so I decided I'm never seeing highlights again. Okay, nice. Me look in. Again, you see, they're not working together as a team. And I wish I could shout at this team because they're not working together as a team anymore. They're just playing for themselves. Yeah, they're all playing for themselves now. Nastrom will come out for Sandstrom. Okay, that's it. We're going to take her off. Yeah, they're not working as a team. Their formation of the ball mitigates only 4-4-2 weakness. Yep. The 4-4-2 is a very strong tactic. You can play as a 4-4-2, you can play as a 4-1-4-1. Yeah, both are strong. This is good. This is a good formation that they've got. Remember, we are expected to get relegated. So if we do lose it, the first time Joey Poppa has lost, no? Coincidentally, when he's decided not to, after he stripped the captain of her captaincy. But we've kind of prevented something. It could have been worse. Now I'm thinking of pushing my defensive line to maximum. And then getting our attacks high up the pitch. Meluk there. Because of the counter press. What? She went on. Oh my goodness. She beat everybody, She almost got a superb solo goal. Then she just at the death, she missed it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now? Tempo is gonna be slightly higher. I'm gonna push higher up the pitch now. No more low crosses. We're gonna go balance. And the defensive line. Thank you, SF, for putting everything in interesting place. No wonder. Okay, all right. Okay, defense step up more. Okay, we'll squeeze her. Okay, much higher defensive line. We're gonna go all the way up. Is either I lose by 10-0 or I come back 3-2. Yeah. Gotta try. We were unlucky. I think to some extent I was unlucky. We got into good goal scoring positions, but finishing is terrible without goals. I'm not surprised. Okay. The game, after all, still depends on attributes. Okay. I'm not looking for what was it? The word for it? The game being buggy. Depending on bugs. How to reduce players from taking long shots with the 4-2 already have PR shooters, often tactic, have work ball on the box, passing shot, and tempo slightly high. Discourage shooting on individual players is a PI. That's one. Otherwise, that's it, man. It is a problem in the game. There's a lot of long shots, but that's it. But you have to remember your highlights. Your highlights are just highlights. No? Yeah. Have you seen the game in full? They're not that many, actually. There are 2 or 3 or 4, but I normally don't find too many. So we got to attacking mentality. We got one back. We pushed the team higher up the pitch to look for the equalizer. And the only reason why we scored is because the goalkeeper was unsighted. Yeah. That was lucky. Okay, so we got one back. And hoping to get one more. The person I took off was like the captain that got stripped. Yeah. Of a captaincy. Yeah. Okay, still looking for options. Okay, we're gonna come in here. I'm gonna just go to max now. I'm fine with looking. I'm actually fine looking at it going at maximum speed. Okay, then we can come in here, look at this and look at this, right? So all the chances have fallen to Maluk. Yeah, Maluk is the one that's got all the chances. And Maluk should have scored at least a goal or two by now. I mean, Maluk is our top scorer for a reason. The tactic has been built around creating space for them. This is defensive line behavior. Yeah, I was playing the offside trap, got paid. We were paid. So I pushed looking for a goal and we conceded a goal straight away. So they're trying to see this is jumpy. Yeah, what do you get when you get players who don't have very good jumping reach? Our first defeat of the stream. Okay, beaten. Oh, that's a bit dangerous from Darlin. Again, they are building play up really nicely. Oh man, another goal is 4. What a goal. One of the reasons why I don't like this defensive shape is it becomes too deep. It goes too deep after that. Because you instead of tracking them, what will happen is that your team is going to drop deeper and deeper. That's why I don't like that shape. It's very good for a short while, but I don't like it for the long run. A disappointing performance from the ladies. It's our first defeat as manager. It kills our winning streak. Oh man, there is no luck, for the girls. No luck. Today has been one of those days. We gotta chalk it off to a bad day in the office. The tactic created a lot of chances, but Maluk failed to finish. The strikers failed to find the back of the net, and we just paid. For some were just lucky goals from range. Wickstrom. We literally again they get into position and then they just sky the shot. I'm not unhappy with our tactic. I'm just a bit disappointed with the girls. Yeah, this is going to be a harsh talking to. Can I do that? Address the team. I don't. There's no more like I noticed one thing in the game, right? There's no more body language. No? Like last time I could express my anger. But I think I hate to say this. I really do. Is it because people don't want to be seen like scolding? Like, everything is so diplomatic. Yeah. You look at the things, we should have won that match. You were not good enough. That was the sort of match you should be winning. Okay, that's okay. That's about the best thing that I can say. We didn't get a result we wanted, but you should all be delighted. We win the statistical battle more often than not, we'll do very well. Not me, man. We didn't get the result we wanted, but I can't fault the performance. It was superb, no? It was crap. Yeah, it was disappointing that we didn't win. So that simply put was not good enough. We should have won that match. This is the one I want to look for. It's the closest thing to being angry. Just missing all that emotion. That's why one of the reasons why I see this game has lost its humanity. In the whole game right now, you can't really go in there and express, like if you're frustrated. There's nowhere to express your frustration now. Is it? That must have been the real reason touchline shouts were removed. Because touchline shouts were all body language and emotion, right? Okay. So if you're looking at body language, you don't find it anywhere else in the game now. Like you don't find it in team talks. You don't find it in there. And that's the reason why touchline shots were removed. I have a theory that touchline shots were not removed because they didn't know what it was doing, but because they wanted to remove the ability for you to throw a fit in the game. There's anywhere that we can throw a fit except smashing our own monitor now. So anytime SI tells me it's because we don't know the impact, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. I don't think so. You cannot be that daft. Is you write a piece of code and you go in there. What does it change? I don't know. Can you go and check the code? It cannot be a random variable. There's something that we're not being told. Okay, so I mean, I love it when my intelligence is being insulted. I'm not as stupid. Okay, I wasn't born yesterday. Okay, right. If you see the pattern in the whole game, you'll notice it very quickly. There's no body language in the game. There is body language in the little icons that show you a smiley face and the emoji. That's about it, no. But is there anything here in the game? Let's just go look around, right? Let's go see team meeting coming up or something. But I want to be proven wrong. I really want. I'm going to try and prove myself wrong now. Okay. Because apparently we can't get angry with players anymore. We live in a modern age. You cannot tell people you're angry. Keep your emotions to yourself. Man, thank God I'm 60 years old. I don't have to be around for the next 20 years to see things get worse. Okay, so we're gonna be playing the next match. We got Emreli. Who's Emreli? Okay, 13. Oh yeah, we used him last time. We couldn't find the back of the net. Okay, so we got Kim Jusu is back from his international escapades. He goes back into attack straight away. We got this Tarin. Okay, so you are fit. Okay, you come in. You lead the line now. Okay. Emreli, I think you are lucky, man. You got a magical number 10. So, but you're on the bench then. Okay, you're on the bench. It says you got number 10. You sit on the bench. If we don't have a defender, okay, so you sit on the bench. Okay, I'm ready. No. Wait, let me think about how we're going to do this. How do I do this? Pick number 10. Wait, it says here pick 6. Sorry, pick 6. Okay, pick 6. Okay. All right, we got our players. Let's just go, man. In possession, out of the same tactic. No change. Okay, go to match. We got 2 injuries. Where are they? Okay, this guy is injured. Go to player selection. Pick somebody who can play in that position. Okay, so let's look for a left back. Florian. Okay, so we are selected. No, I'm selected. Okay, confirm. Stupid, no, I gotta go and do the next one as well. Ritter, go to player selection. Okay, we got him. He's not too bad. There's a thumbs up there. Recommended. Okay, that's interesting. That's new. I've never seen this before. No? Oh, we recommend you use this player instead. Okay, all right. Okay, then we got to use a recommended player, I guess. Okay, then we can play this guy. Yeah, he's injured. Okay, and then what about this guy, Abiyama? Okay, Abiyama is young, so we'll bring him for the other guy who's not 100%. Oh, the other guy is not in the team. Okay, that's all right. Okay, let's go to the match. Simeone. Who the hell is Simeone? Where is he? Okay. All right, the goalkeeper. All right. Okay, so go to player selection and choose this guy. Okay, confirm. All right, done. Go to the match. Yeah, we'll just go 8. Oh, that match we were unlucky. We didn't play. We didn't play well as well, so I'm fine with that. Yeah. The girls just didn't play well. It's definitely no body language because we can't shout. Like, I'm telling you, I believe, there's a reason why there's no more body language in the game. Yeah, Mahas. Okay. That's us. That's Mayor. We're trying to put pressure on her. Okay. Now, in case you're wondering, right, I'm red. Okay, not white. Okay. Because I was asking myself the same question. Does well want the ball. Okay. There goes Hamsik. Hamsik finds Jolie. Great pass to our AM. Comes in again, Jolie. And that is a good chance. That is a very good chance that we created. That is a good chance, right? So looking at this, it says 0.1. Yeah, 0.1. I think it was a decent chance. Yeah. But the game thinks, 0.27. So that Kunz. That was his chance. So the first chance 0.1, that's 0.2, 0.17. So it's okay. Not a bad chance. I gotta put this up now. So we're playing away from home against good question. I'll find out soon enough. Goethe Firth, yeah. So in terms of XGs, we created a good chance straight away. There was a decent chance. So it's 0.31 versus 0.11, although we don't know what this is. So far, they haven't been creating a lot of decent chances themselves. So we're doing okay. Gota, John with the ball. Oh, it does well. Got away, but that's about it. Okay. I got to switch to this. I'm playing a game where I'm just hitting buttons at the same time. Dites. Oh, Meyer. We're going to get caught by our defensive line behavior. Yeah, I got to drop my defensive line behavior. We're playing for the offside trap, and twice already I've seen us get them hitting balls behind it. And my players not reacting. Okay. All right, we're going to go team instructions, defensive line behavior. There we go. I knew it. So we're going to go balance now. Going to remove that. That was tricky, Game crashing during game. Anyone else experience this? No, so far I haven't had a crash yet. I've only had 2 crashes, and both of them were before the public beta track. Although I did have a soft lock yesterday, but that was because I tried to go and see a highlight of a game. So I've tried to avoid that. I know there's a lot of small little things. I'm trying to avoid all those things. I'm not beta testing for SI. I don't intend to. I don't intend to go and repeat the same old thing 20 times and go file a bug report. I'm too old for that already. I want to play the game and enjoy myself, and no one's paying me to beta test for them. However, if the game crashes a lot, then I will submit one because that's quite serious. But small bugs like this, I won't. Oh no, it's true. Oh, what a stop from the keeper. When is your game crashing behind Bambi? Is it crashing? Because sometimes the crashes could be, may not always be related to the game. Yeah. This is a reason why I'm telling people, right, do not use any of the mods. Do not use any of the mods. I'm telling people not to use the mods, but people are still going to go and download the logo packs and stuff, right? Like the safest thing to download is always a logo pack. During a game at halftime, I hope you have no mods. Yeah. If you have any mods, you have to reinstall, delete all the mods and reinstall your game. Yeah. Because that is not happening to me. Yeah. During a game at halftime, it's not happening. Yeah. But I've heard some mods are causing that. So if people are using mods, it could cause that. Yeah. Mods, what I mean by mods is, during this period of time, right, people shouldn't be installing mods on their. This is my personal take, the moment you install mods, you introduce a bit of uncertainty. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, that's offside, it's miles offside. Should have lines, to show you if it's offside. Away from home, I'm toying with the idea of now sitting down. Just another draw, man, for us. We are a relegation threatened team. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to drop. Oh, no, not here. Out of possession. We're going to drop into these positions now. This has become very deep. So these guys are going to be. I'm going to leave them the way they are. This guy will be a white midfielder. And that's it. Tracking my midfielder with the outlet there. Okay, and that's it. We'll just try and hold out this game. Want to avoid losing. A point a day. Because we did lose the last game. So we managed to eke out a draw. Very, very... a point is still better than a defeat. So, yeah. Because we lost the last game to Darmstadt. We are hovering really close to the relegation zone. So I think first stability is important. Then we can start tweaking. Team TGIF, thank God for Friday are doing very well. Girl Fridays, all the Girl Fridays are doing well. I put together a training report on Tindra. Did I ask for one? Okay. Okay, you got a training report? So what does it say, man? The squad jungle had a positive effect on her lately. The squad's less sad, unfortunately. I'm just going to put it out there. This is the dumbest thing anybody can tell me. The squad's general character has had a positive effect on her, lately on her. Lately. I got to create a new folder. Funniest things about FM26. Okay, open. Lately, oh sorry, oops. Sorry, coming there again. Save as lately is too lately. Lately, too lately. I don't know, man. What's with this game? The squad's general character has had a positive effect lately on her lately. I don't use purple. Even my UI is giving me purple now. Okay. Performing steadily. What? I mean, seriously. I don't know what to say, man. I have no idea what to say. I know it's very early in the season for training reports, right? But even at this point, right, if you can show, right, maybe if we can show at this point, right, the person's growth, I mean, like, I won't say growth, but their training, right, arrows buttons would be cool, Okay, personal. I'm even trying to find that right now. Okay, so it's here. Yeah, it's here. Okay, then you can go to progress. Player progress report, attributes. There's kind of no data display. Now, if this isn't funny, I don't know what is, man. This guy comes to my office. This person has been training really well. Okay. They've been training really, really well. I'll go like, yeah, tell me more about how she's improved. The squad's general character has had a positive effect lately on her lately. And the squad's less desirable characteristics have had an unfortunate effect on her lately. Okay, so what are the unfortunate, undesirable characteristics and what are the positive things that have happened to her? Let me show you the progress training report. So, this is how we do not currently have any data to display about this player's progression. Do we need to click the public beta? No, you don't. You just have to choose it. Yeah. Basically, go to Steam and opt for it in the settings of the game. So basically, what you do is you go in here, you go to Steam, you go to Manage, right, and then go to Properties, and then choose Beta, and then choose the drop down that says public beta. Oh, even this game. Now we know why the game has got lately on her lately. Because even the public beta, no, it's like, oh, you can't call it FM26 public beta. You gotta call it public beta, the public beta. There's a lot of repetition, there's a lot of clicking, there's one too many clicks, there's repetitiveness in the game. And then you get that, and you get this. Yeah. I'm not gonna apply any advice, man. I don't know what she's doing. And then trading on holiday. Please explain to me all this, man. I put together a trade report on RIPIA as requested. Trading on holiday. Players performing steadily. How is it? Where on holiday she's performing steadily? Wow. Where is she? Pizza? Somebody came into the office smoking, man. I should fire my assistant, man. Who's this? Jonas Wickstrom. I should fire you. Are you high on something? Are you kid? No wonder he's wearing a mask. He doesn't want me to recognize him. That has gotta be. I'm trying my best to have a really good time with the game Football Manager. But there are moments, even like these kind of moments, that can make me smile and laugh. Unfortunately, I'm not laughing for the right reasons. This is more what I call a tortured laugh. What can I say, man? What can I say to anybody? She's training really, really well. Wink, wink. I think I'm going to compile all the funniest things in the game. Yeah, I'm going to just do one video. The funniest things of FM26 UI. Wink, wink. That's the best. That's got to be the best one I've had so far. Because it is funny. It is so funny, man. It's like the whole team is on holiday. How did you give me a training report when the team is on holiday? Because you look at the training schedule, right? They're not on holiday, what? Look at that. They're all around. They're all gonna be, apparently this week they're doing something. Then after I think they're on holiday. Go on, only I'm going on holiday, okay? Nobody else. Look at that. They're not on holiday. The team isn't on holiday. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to do that. Weekly performance analyst report. Let's check this one out, man. This is going to tell us a lot of things about tactics. Huh? Okay, let's go and try and find out anything more. Team and analytics. Pressing intensity. So tell me how high our opposition defensive line is. Our average defensive line height per game is very low, sir. We are defending very, very deep. Huh? Really? But wait. The average defensive line by high defensive line position, low defensive line position. Was this game created by an AI? So I'm actually I've got what, a low or high defense. This I assume this what is high anybody near the center. Or what? High is what? This side, is it? So what? This is high. This opposition passes. I thought in school I was taught this is 0 and this is like 10 and this is 0 and this is 10, right? Okay. So assume this is 0 and this is 10 and this is 0 and this is 10. This is 5. Okay. So I will be less than 5 for my defensive line, which is okay. It means I'm sitting quite deep. I can accept that, right? And opposition passes per defensive action in my half. Actually, they're not getting a lot of passes because I'm preventing them from getting a lot of passes in my half. Because it's really low. Right? Okay. Now we go into... I don't know. I click on this. Maybe I'll get there. Okay. I'm looking for my club stats. Yeah. Oh, man. This is like... a league stats. Okay. So... yeah. Over here. Okay. Stats. Let's look at team stats. Then look at defending. Okay. Defending and then look at... opposition passes per defense. Now we look at ourselves. Apparently we're very low, right? Okay. Now we come here. Goethe first, 27.29. Damn shit, man. They're so deep. They're in China. They're sitting in front of the goalkeeper. 27.29. They allowed 27 passes. They got Magdeburg. They got Paderborn. I thought we were the... Hey, that chart I just saw said we are the deepest. That chart said we are the deepest, no? Okay. We're not the deepest. We're 7th. We're not even no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are 12. We are we are in fact one of the teams that got a relatively high defensive line. Okay. All right. So the highest defensive line is actually the team that is basically, this is just a reflection of where your defensive line is or where your block is basically. So your block is high. So our block is quite high. It doesn't tell us our defensive line. It just tells us our opposition passes per defensive action. So we don't allow the team to have a lot of opposition passes, right? So somewhere here, I think there was final third passes against, I don't know, man. Hopefully we get, nope. Nope. I'm looking for, you know what? The defensive line. I am hoping, I haven't looked for it. This is the first time looking for it. Nope. 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 Yeah, what this tells us is our block. So I've got a high block, which is similar to the other thing. Yeah. Nothing. The data here, I don't know. We're just gonna have fun. Let's just ignore all this. We cannot look at data. I made a promise not to look at it. Okay. Recruitment team there's an update. We got a few, man. Okay, so we got news, baby. Staff at full capacity. Everybody's working really hard. Thank you very much. What have you got for me? In progress, we're 11. We're looking for nearly match. We got these guys who can be wingers. Now, this is nice, man. 13 and 17. Oh, my goodness. We have found somebody. Worth 10 to 12. We're putting him on our shortlist. Apparently, he is really hot. Ryan Longman. Listed? No, thank you. Okay, it's out. Then in progress, we got this guy, Samuel Link Jr., 15 acceleration, 50 dribbling. Let's add him to our 27 million is very expensive. We maybe can get him on loan. So transfer, ask them whether they want to, what is it, September? No way he's going to come so early. Koba is the player I wanted, right? 15 and 15. Okay, so he's on our shortlist already. Not yet, okay. I thought it was on my shortlist. Anas, 14 and 13, not too bad. Hugo Bueno, what a name, man. 13 and 14, not interested. But he's a fullback. We got this guy, Jonah Markello. Not too bad again. Another player that's actually quite solid. Okay. Add to our shortlist, 25. Nicolo Fortini, 14 and 15. A composure 9. Okay, he can get away. He can play as an attacker. Yeah, another cheap player. Okay, there's quite a number of players that come through. Then we've got Angel Tranco, and forget it. There's a single digit there. That's very low. Unfortunately, Dusseldorf, this guy, concentration. I mean, some of these players have got low concentration. Like, I don't mind 11. And then here, I don't really mind 10, right? There's still room for him to grow. And then this guy is also decent, right? Okay. Caleb Wiley, the American, forget it. Bravery, doesn't have aggression. This guy is 10, is okay, but decision making a low 8, we wouldn't sign him. Okay, that's not too bad. The first group that's come in. Okay, then we've got this. We got a guy called Palacios, baby, but he's gonna non-EU. Oh my god. Okay, not too bad. He's basically a brick of a defender. Yeah. Alvin Harlan, no, thank you. Alvin Harlan, we get a Harlan, man. We got Haaland. We got Haaland as a defender. Freddie Layson, and Elias Bakud. Elias is a defender, but does he have room to grow? Elias, not much. If we bring him in as well, it's just hoping. So I just add him to our shortlist. It's about the only one here. We'll wait for them to come back with more centre backs. Okay, we might have to loan centre backs, wing backs on the right. Okay, again we're looking for the magic denominator here, which is the attributes I'm interested in, which is Speedy Gonzalez. We got Adam Devine. Okay, not too bad. He's free. Julian Ashburger is okay, but it's not that fast. Not this guy. Olad is again 13, not so good. Ismail 14 and 10, no point. Jao Tone. 13 and 12, but low bravery, not interested. Terry Devlin, 12, not interested. Pierre, 15 and 13, not too bad, but low concentration, will be a liability in defense. Pascal Fallman, another liability in defense, can't cross the ball and can't dribble past opponents, that just makes him useless. Then we got Tommaso Barbieri. Now, I like him. This guy is okay. This one, push comes to shove. I used him with Kremer, they say he's not that bad. So we're going to add him to the short list. He's quite worthwhile. Filippo Missouri, 14, 13, and 12, not that good. Texter Lambica, not worth it. Sergei Volkov, 14 and 12, still composure is a bit weak. I mean, for 2.6 million, he could be okay. Then we go. I like this guy, so I'm just gonna add him. Yeah, I don't know. I like any player who's got a funky name. Oh, I already added him. Okay, wow. Okay, then we got Bade. Okay, no thanks. Then Bundesliga in progress. Another group of players, and then transfer value is quite high. We're going to go to Silas only. Silas is actually a player that I'm interested in. So he's also very, very good. Lucas Ulrich, not too bad. Christian Coffin, good. This player is quite worth it. Yeah, so he's playing for BL Leverkusen. They may let him go because he's only a free. He doesn't play a lot of games. Jakub Kaminski. Okay, that's it. Then we got the wingers on the right. Again, we're going to go from the cheapest to the most expensive. Jacobi, nope, no thank you. No thank you. Daniel Frey. Daniel Frey is a familiar name. I'm doing well, man. Authentic Chico, say it out loudly. Doing well. We just had a really funny moment in the game where we saw a training report for one of our players, which made me crack up in laughter. I might want to do a short little video on it tomorrow because I can't help it. I don't want to do videos about the game being negative because after a while it's just going to annoy me. But at this moment in time, I'm getting a bit annoyed. Yeah. It shouldn't be the game. But it just reinforces my point that the game, I think they let the AI do it. And they gave it instructions and it just popped back out, spit the game out. I can't believe a human actually created the game. They must have set some conditions to some AI program and say, can you create a game for us? Okay, yeah. Then they go like, oh, it must be similar to Football Manager, but it must styles. That's about it. That's how I feel, Yeah. I know it sounds terrible. But hey, man, I'm reaching the point where I'm asking myself, the game is asking me some serious questions. Do you believe me? I go like, no. Alexander Notberger. Okay, that's it. All right, we've got players. They're still being scouted. I mean, no point creating a new focus. But we got some decent players in already. Decent players. I tried yesterday to play the most polished FM, but the simple thing that I can't see past match information. I know. I can't look. For me, the most annoying thing and the singularly most important thing is I cannot see what formation they used in the previous game. The very basic information. What formation did they play? It doesn't tell me. It tells me go to the data, but we all know what the data hub is like, right? So we can't tell that the data hub is correct. I can't make the assumption anymore. I know the data hub is completely bogus right now. Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, the data hub, the moment your data hub is a few mistakes, right? You got to chalk it off. You can't trust it anymore. So yeah, I'm sorry. The data hub, as far as I'm concerned, is just there for show. No, hey, guess what? We have a data hub. Does it work? No, but it will be working eventually. I'm sorry to say that. That's how it makes me feel. I feel like the data was created by a person that was high on alcohol. Seriously, somebody was really smoking something when they created the data hub. I mean, seriously, or it was created, or I don't think it was a person. I think it was an AI. They just had no time to look at it. Just like training. Yeah, so I don't call out people for things, but daft is daft. I'm not going back to FM24. I want to play this game. Right? It's like I waited for this game. I want to play it. No, it's like, die, you're going to play this game. No, like, I got a wall there. I'm going to smash my head against the wall because I've been waiting to play the game. But it involves you smashing the wall. I don't mind. I'll smash the wall if it means I get the chance to kick the ball too. I know there's no logic. The game is half finished. Look, they only said international management and international management wouldn't be there. But They didn't say training will be, we give you half of training, no data hub. Yeah. They said no chalkboard, right? They already said no chalkboard, no international management, right? I'm sorry, we're going to give you half of training. You can't train the youth as well. Yeah. If they had told everybody we haven't got training sorted, we haven't got data hub sorted, because data hub, I know what's the problem with data hub. Data hub, you see, last year the chalkboard was giving some information to the data hub. This year, they got to re-engineer the data hub to give them more information. So that's a lot of work now, and I don't think it'll be ready in 2 weeks. Nope. I don't think I'm very worried that the data hub might not even be ready until January. Yeah. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But that's how I feel. That's how I feel, man. Don't get angry with the person for feeling that way. We gotta work on a low block. Our defensive side of the game needs work. So much so that right now I can't really analyze why I'm doing badly. Yeah. I mean, I could like, you know, I mean, I want to analyze why I'm doing badly. I just don't want to go. See, you're forcing me into playing the game the way you said you don't want people to play it in. Because a long time ago, as I was saying, we don't like the game being attribute driven. People should be choosing players, you know, that kind of thing. But now, and I tried to play that way, you know, like with coach reports and data to try and make the game like feel like, you know, realistic, right? So I can find a player that on paper doesn't have the best attributes, but is performing really well. Looking at his coach report, that made me feel really good because I wasn't playing an attribute-driven save. Now, you're telling me, throw away all that stuff. I want you to play an attribute-driven save. That's what SI basically are telling me. So, you know, we know that my defenders need higher jump. So all I have to do is go sign players with high jumping reach, acceleration, work rate, bravery. Okay, kick out all the players with poor personality. And since I can't shout at anybody in the game anymore, I just hit the in-day match experience and hit the continue. All the stars are fake. Yeah. So as for me right now, right, for the last 20 years, right, since the days I saw Kevin Keegan on television, okay, all right, I've had formations on the telly, you know. I don't think people are going to remove formations as part of a match report. Thank you very much. But the very fact that there's no formation in the match report is criminal. It's fucking criminal. And there's no way you can defend that. No. Yeah, there's absolutely zero way you can defend that. Somebody can try and say, no, you're complaining too much. I go like, shit, man, what are you? Or you're the ones. Then I'll go like, you must be one of those guys that plays the game simply for, you know, you just buy players, run away and try and score as many goals and that's it. Then why they're probably also the same player that downloads tactics as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Or use the presets. Yeah, anyway, you're forcing me to play a game differently. That's okay. That's what you want me to do, right? Okay, good. So guess what? Yeah, if I bitch and moan, it's part of the process. Okay, here we go. All right, working well. Let's go. Nice. They're playing a diamond. They're playing a diamond. This is good, no? I think this is solid. Out of possession, in possession, same shape. Yeah, just change the roles. That's good. That's the way, you know, if you can set up your tactic like that, it will be okay. But they'll be able to pass the ball really well. Nice. Hamzik. We could one ball to... Oh, what a shot. This is a game for 8-year-olds. Yeah. It is a game for children. Because they don't have to look at data anymore. I just say, this is a formation, and stick it up. I mean, I can get my son to play this now. My son will play this, no problem. You just go, okay, daddy, I'm going to make it like this, and attack like this, I defend like this, and I just, you know, pick the players the manager tells me to pick, and just hit the play button. That's it. Preset, done, yeah. Yeah, this game is meant for them. No. I'm seriously considering going back to FM24. Or maybe just stop playing FM altogether. Penalty. But I'll carry on streaming. I wanna give this game a chance. But anything more than 2 hours, nah, no thanks. And every time I want to do a tactics video, right? I look at the game and go like, how am I gonna say this is a good tactic? I can't know empirical. What you want me to holiday mode? Is it and give you empirical evidence? I can give you tactics that look good on paper in my head that I can do, no problem. Right? That's easy to do. Just take whatever worked in FM24 and transplant it here. Just think about who goes back into defensive positions. I think this is the direction they're going. They're going into the future. They're going into the future where you cannot scold players. Yeah, you can't. You can't scold players. Have you noticed you can't scold players? You can warn them, but you can't scold them. Okay? Let me ask you a question. Touchline shots are all about throwing frozen water bottle, right? Demand more, right? Work harder, right? That's not in the game anymore. But have you noticed team shouts have no body language? You can't express yourself anymore. FM24, you could, right? FM24, you could choose to be angry. But you notice in this game, you cannot choose to... You're supposed to be beyond ball or football, man. Ice cold. Substitute him. Well, is that I was supposed to play right for going forward? I'm waiting for BYT. Do you think? I think I might do BYT for FM24 for you guys. Yeah. I don't know lah. I there are people who are gonna say that. Definitely. I think there might be people who might say that. Yeah, when the families are dying the same way he came out, then it's going to be a lost cause sooner or later. There are many forums on Reddit discussing if everything is more worth it already. I think I have to make a decision very soon whether I'm going to carry on playing this game. I cannot already, It's just fucked up. I've got one word for this game, but it's fucked up. The tactics side is fun, but everything else about the game is fucked up. And even when I'm playing the game, right? Okay, there is nothing in the game here. No, I can't even scold a player. My team talks have no emotion. Look at this. That isn't good enough. Absolutely. It's like, I'm like, okay, where's the emotion in the team talks now? What happened to the way, the ability of mine to express my emotion? That was the only thing we could do in the game. First, your touchline shots, you took that out. Now you take that. This also has been taken out. What? There's no emotion in it. Okay. Relax. Okay, keep going. I'm proud of everyone's effort. At least that has something in it. I mean, that's how I feel. Now you see body language. Look at the body language. What's this supposed to mean? Do you know that you mouse over the body language, you can't tell what these damn things mean now? What's this supposed to mean? Oh, he's got... I tell you what, these are racist. They are racist. You see, they're all different colors of the faces. Right? They got aliens. They got Chinese. Aliens and Asians are basically. Where's the... Oh, maybe this is a Caucasian. Because you don't see any king emotions on these guys as well. What? The different colors are supposed to mean something. That's why it's so annoying, this game now. I'm at a point right now where I just want to stop playing already. It's reaching a point right now where I'm actually getting very, very angry because I can't even... You see, look at this, man. There's no emotion in the game. And when people say I am getting worked up because there's no humanity in the game, you tell me where the humanity is in the game now. All I'm doing is I'm just playing beyond bog of football. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. I can't. My review might even get... Except give this game a chance. There's no immersion in this game. Absolutely zero immersion. I like the engine. I like the day experience. But what they took out from this game, they stripped it down to, it's like, go make tactics. That's all. I think SI became so scared of bad reactions that they took no stand at all, which is classic SI. SI never take a stand on anything. Except whatever is publicly stated out there. That's how I feel. I don't like this. The more I play, the worse it's getting for me. I was hoping to give it a chance, but I might not be playing this game tomorrow. This is a bimbo of Football Manager. You're right. It's a bimbo version of Football Manager. And I don't want to say bimbo because that's actually sexist. Okay, all right. No, I can't load anything right now. I probably will have to tomorrow. I make my announcement. No, I'm done playing FM26. Going to FM24. Thank you very much. The fact is, they've taken the emotion out of the game. Even I can't see any emotion in this game. I'm still trying to recover from that one. No. Like, why would you take that out of the game? The match engine, right? Scoring the goals and all that. It is okay. The thing about what SI fail to realize, right, is they think that one of the reasons why this game was so successful in the age where we had Doom and some graphics and some games like Civilization, we had Total Annihilation, we had Doom coming out at the time, we had Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I remember those were the games during that time. And we also had the first few generations of FIFA, right, or consoles on the Mega Drive, I still remember. A lot of reasons why this game was successful was because we were imagining things. We were throwing ourselves into this world where we only had this flashing screen. And it was fun. And then we had 2D. We're still imagining things. But then as time went on, right, we started having these things added. People started asking for things like, we want to be able to express ourselves in the game. And we had that as well. And suddenly, now when I'm playing this game, it seems that we have taken all the imagination away, taken all of that out, and replaced it with something else that is sterile, that is sad. I could play this game for just the tactics alone, but that would be about it. I will say one thing. I don't think this game is going to have staying. This game might be the most in terms of sales, right? There we go. We got away what that is not how terrible that performance was. We're trained tomorrow. We don't deserve a day off that dismal showing. A win's a win, but we have to raise our points. So you have to read into this, I guess. Right? So I mean, the statements alone, they definitely evoke something emotional when you read it, right? Okay. 100% you can see that in it. But apart from that, there's nothing else, right? So I'm going to try and go defenders. Wait a minute. So I do this, is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so individuals, what can I say? I'm furious at. Okay. So, but basically what they've done is, they put the emotion here, one click away. That was very good, well done. So they have got emotion in the game, it's here. I'm furious at your performance, that's about it now. So you could go in and just do this. Everybody. There's no check all button, no. You have to click on everyone. Like this, like this. Man, even that will piss me off. Even that will piss me off. Because there's no check all button. You got no select all. You can't even mouse down and click or maybe shift click. Yeah, you can't shift click on everyone. Okay. I'm furious with your performance. At least that, okay, that's okay, Maybe I ranted for no reason. Okay, at least you can go in and use this to have a rant. So you can have this publicly, you can have this like, I guess you can have a pretty diplomatic team talk. But then we can't do Alex Ferguson team talks. Throw the water bottle, that kind of thing. You can't throw. I mean, at least last time, right, the game had this ability to cater to multiple generations. My generation, the Gen X, I'm a Gen X, I think. Yeah, I'm Gen X. My generation, basically, we say it as we see it. We don't hold back. If we think you're shit, we tell it to your face, you're shit. Okay. If we think you're a person that's not worth our time, we'll tell you you're not worth our time. That kind of thing. We don't couch anything. Of course, we try and say it in as diplomatic a way as possible, but if you are not doing well, like my time, right, when I go to school, is highly competitive. So if you fail, you fail. Okay. Now I notice that more and more schools are becoming the sort that, okay, and there are no failures in life. Everyone is a winner. I'm like, huh? How's that supposed to help my kids? The real world isn't like that. The real world is winners and losers. That's why you have the rich and the poor. That's why you have entrepreneurs and you have slaves. Okay. Because we have reached a point now, we are living Ford's world now. Because the guy John Ford, who created the automobile, right? He created this assembly line, and he famously said that we need to keep people uneducated for as long as possible so that they can work on assembly lines. So you know what? I'm living this world, this state of the world. This is like a political statement over me, about this game. This game is making a political statement to me right now. Yeah. I know I'm reading too much into it. Yeah, I'm reading way too much into it. Of course, I know that. But it's just doing this whole. It's emblematic of what's wrong with the world right now. Symptomatic of the game. If Trump made a football manager game, this is what it would look like. No, I think they're going to bring the inbox. I guarantee you they'll bring back the inbox because a lot of people are complaining about the inbox right now, that you have to use the down button to go down. They want to have the enter button. But I actually like the space bar going to the next day. I'm one of the minority that actually love the fact that the spacebar continues to the next day, because I don't want to spend a single moment in the game except during the match day experience. And we got people, and I don't have to move my mouse because all I have to do is just use my thumb flick. Oh, thank God I'm past that day, I don't have to read that message or read this message or read that message. Now they want to bring it back. There are people who want it back, and I'm going, oh my God. They're going to regret it, I'm telling you. Because my argument for it is very simple. You got messages here. You want to see messages? Go to the inbox like a normal person in the world, right? Normal people will go to inbox when they read inbox. Hey, not bad. We got our first win, guys. Enough mourning and shit. I can't handle that. I'm done. I don't know whether I'm playing this game tomorrow. I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but we got a win, man. We only lost once, but we didn't lose our heads. We kept, we're doing okay. We had 1 win, 4 draws, 1 loss. Compared to all the other teams around us, we're doing quite well. Yeah, we just have to get up the table now. Because in terms of our defensive performance, if you look at our XG table, hopefully they have an XG table. Okay, chance creation, we're not too bad. 8. Our finishing hasn't been too good. Our defense is terrible. Our defense is terrible. We're second worst defense. Yeah. So we have to work on that side of the game. So what we can do is we can have a system where we score a goal and then go into a huddle after that. That could help us get promoted. Yeah. Whereas with the Joey Poppa and his friends, they are different now. Back to World of Warcraft. I can't play FM without spacebar. That sounds like torture. I mean, okay, what do people do with spacebar? Inbox, is it? Inbox. Look, if you want to see messages, all you got to do is go messages and you got the down arrow. Just go through it. That's it. Same thing. I go through. I have all my inboxes. Whatever's important to me. But I use it. I use this to go through. All I hate is spacebar. It gets me through the next day. I'm telling you, if they take away the spacebar, I'm probably not playing the game anymore. No. FIFA Manager was never like. FIFA Manager was better than this game. I don't know, man. This game. What? Hey, come here. Team TGFF training schedule for the coming weeks. Take a look at the training schedules previously set for the next 2 weeks and make any changes you think I needed. Why would I make any changes? You don't even allow me to save the changes. So I'm supposed to go in there individually and make changes. You must be joking, man. You think I was working on? I'm not smoking anything. You just go and do whatever you need to do for training. Don't involve me anymore. So these are girls. They won the game. Did okay, we're still using the same system. No changes. They're using the same system as the men. And they are in line for promotion. We got to stop playing soon. Yeah, I think I don't mind the spacebar. I don't mind the spacebar. You see, how many clicks do you have to make just to play the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 5 fucking clicks just to play the game. I'm like, get me to the game, man. I'm sick and tired of this. They should give us the option to, forget about it. Because right now, the thing is, right, people are eventually going to get sick and tired of clicking. Man, I'm getting sick and tired. What's the point of showing me the formation now? Yeah. So you got this formation. Oh, hallelujah. You're playing the same formation. Yeah, okay. Then maybe they have more aggressive roles. We're doing all the attacking, as you can see. They got one attack. Now we got all the attacks going that way. In terms of XG, you'll see here. Alright, Meluk has got 2 goal scoring chances already. So that means we're getting to decent goal scoring positions. And as usual, is our FR, our free roll in the center. That's the one that scores all the goals in this tactic, man. This tactic is meant for the Maradona tactics, right? This is it, no? The one and the guy in the hole, right, coming in to score the goals. Oh, this is brilliant for those kind of tactics. Look at that, man. Sandstrom. What a start to the game with Eso. These ladies are doing it. I mean, tactically, I've got no issues with the game. Honestly, I've got none. I actually enjoy the tactics making process. It's just that I'm trying my best to disassociate myself from so many things in the game that are pissing me off. Yeah. The very fact that there's no emotion. They got to do something about bringing the emotion back into the game. They have to. Because you can't, all this, now they got smiley faces. Now I can see smiley faces. Okay, now it's smiley. So this guy is apparently Mr. Grumpy. So this is a smiley face. And what is purple? What? Alien. I'm not from this planet. This is I don't know how I'm feeling today, sir. This guy, Lindstrom is a lady. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm just staring at you because I have no feelings one way or the other about what's happening today. This one, I'm liking it. I love this tactic. Thank you very much for making me very, very happy. But waiting for the alien to come. The alien is the one I'm wondering about. No, does it mean complacent? Can't be bothered? Get me out of this world. Get me out of the Football Manager 26 experience. I don't know. Why is it purple? Somebody explain to me. Why is it purple? Well, I want to enjoy the moment you loaded your save game. I probably will enjoy the save game because I'm this close to going by the FM24. I'm telling you this. To hell with the tactics, bro. Because the tactics in this game are no-brainer. Yeah, they're honestly no-brainer. Okay, if you can play FM24 and you can make really good tactics, you come into this team, you're singing a song all the way. Okay, it's nothing to this game. In fact, you can play the same in possession, out of possession shape, right? Just tell the attackers to start tracking. That's all you got to do. That's it. So simple. There's no rocket science to this. You want to defend? Yeah. You can have a defensive shape like, you see this coming at you. Okay, fine. Now let's go. I want to defend. I got 2-0. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. I want to go back and sleep. Go back tracking winger. Oh, I really wanted you to make it very difficult for them to score. Okay, you track. All three track. We only got one outlet now. Now we'll sit in a huddle all the way because our defensive line suddenly become a bit lower. These guys will come up the pitch. And then what we can do is go to our team instructions and go to defensive line here. We're not going to step up more. That's going to squeeze too much space. Trigger press will be fine. We don't want to, since we're doing that squishing, right? We try not to encourage our players to give up space too easily. Okay, so out of possession, then we're going to do that. Passing directness, we're going to go direct. Attacking width, now we're going to go like, no, we're going to go wide. Aim for the flanks, baby. Attacking transitions. Now we're going to counter attack. Creative freedom. Time wasting. No, play, whatever. Okay, let's go. Let's have some fun. Yeah, just sit back. Can you experimentally pause again, go to the tag, check the arrow next to a reserve player, play instruction? No, I don't want. All this I don't want to do. I could crash the game. Free roll does very well. Shadow Striker also well. Other roles seem to struggle in the 10 position. Free roll does okay. I was able to use the AM. Yeah. I had. Attacking midfielder is okay. That was fine for me. Free roll is really good. Shadow Strikers is really good. Free roll is the best because the free roll is the closest role to AP on attacking playmaker on support from Football Manager 24. Yeah. That's literally the same role, the way he's playing. He's doing all the same things I expected him to do. So that's fine. So now we sit back and defend. Now you see the attack, right? I can tell you what's going to happen. Because of the positions I've dropped them in, their wing backs going to come out the pitch more. So that's all I'm going to see. They're going to come down the pitch and I'm going to do counters. In fact, what I'll do is make life a bit more easier. Okay, team shape, in possession. I know I'm supposed to do something. I'm clicking happily, looking for something. Here, supporting runs, we're going to go both flanks. Progress through both flanks. Select, and then we're going to come in here. No underlaps. We're going to do both flanks, overlap. Both flanks, underlap. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Progress through both flanks, pass reception. Done. Okay, done. Confirm the changes. So we're now going to boom the ball down the flanks. That's where the hole is for the tactic, their tactic, because the wingbacks are going to come forward. Because now I'm encouraging the wingbacks to come up. So every time we get the ball, hopefully we can hit them down the flanks. And we're going to use the width now. Boom. So, except, we didn't change any of the roles, right? So now we go back to defensive shape. Go boom, boom, boom. Come on. Ah, nice. Strun. Don't you dare. Oh, it's a goal. No, it's not. Again, we only have one striker forward. No, that's so I should actually be hoofing to the center. But I'm trying something. See whether it screws up. In my head is saying this is bad. You know why? Because I don't have anybody on the flanks. Only these two. Right. So what I will do is out of possession. These two now become not tracking. They become wide outlet midfielders. So I'm playing a defensive counter-attacking game. So now it makes more sense. So changing my roles to suit my plan now, which is to kind of allow their wingbacks up the pitch, but then after they hit them into the space and then try and score some more goals. It makes it more dangerous for the wingbacks to come up. So the thing about this game is it follows a lot of logic in actual football games. It really has dumbed down the whole tactical process. It's fine for me, it's about time they did it because for too long there was too much guesswork involved in tactics. I'm all for this change. Yeah. But it's beginning to... Yep. Sandstrom away. Nice. Okay. She's doing... Oh, man. Her first touch. This is something else I like about the game now. Right? So sometimes players lose control of the ball. You think they're going to do well with the ball. The attributes show that they're not that good with the dribbling side of the game. And you see, they lose the ball. Now, what do you see now? We come here, right? Let's see now. Okay, if I want to... I can't do that. Okay. A win's a win, but we have to raise our performance. Okay, so now we come inside here. See whether I can be furious. Yeah, well, I can throw a fit also here. I can throw a fit. I'm furious with your performance. Boom. Let's see what happens. So you can scold them. There's nothing in the game that says you cannot scold the girls. Okay, you can scold them. It's the same thing for the men. There's no body. I think what they wanted to do was they wanted to remove a lot of the ambiguity in the game. There was a lot of ambiguity because a lot of people were going in the days. I used to come to the forums and you guys ask me questions like, what does this body language do? How does it affect? My word was, I wish it wasn't in the game because it's too confusing for people. So, it does nothing. It's what I used to say. There's no impact on the game. It's just there for immersion. So right now, that's the way it is. A lot of these things are there for immersion. But they removed it, right? So their immersion went out the window. So sad. It was okay. The girls continue to win. The men have won their first game. We are on track to make a very epic decision. The epic decision is this. Do we play the same game tomorrow or not? Or do we take a break and go like, okay, how would you guys like to watch me play World of Warcraft on the public beta? And let's see how that does. Because I think public beta for World of Warcraft is tomorrow. I wish they install shouts. So they throw water bottle. There is no water bottle. Sure. Hey man, how was you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think right now we reached a point where the game is about stability. SI have to be given the chance to make this game stable. But is the game good enough? Unfortunately, my answer has been categorically no. Anybody comes to me and says, should I buy FF26? I say, what, are you crazy? Why did you just give me the money? You got money to throw, is it? Dude, I can give you a key if you want. That's the state of the game. Yeah. I have 2 keys I haven't even given away because I don't want to put you through the torture of playing the game. Yeah, I have actually got 2 keys. I haven't given away. I don't even know if I can find the numbers of the keys, but I have 2 keys I can give them away. Yeah, you want a game? Yeah, it's 2 keys. But the thing is, as I have a lot of work to do to make this game fun to play, it's not really a lot of fun. And I hope they do it soon. I think people are going to fall away. I give it another month. Yeah. People, this modern generation, don't have a high tolerance. Yeah, after a while, they're just going to go, I'm done. Gone. You buy FM26 and torture your nephew, they won't be tortured. Speaking of which, today my 2 boys playing a game with me. Crossword. Was it Crossword Jam? They play crossword puzzles with me and they had a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyway, guys, sorry for the stream. Today I think became a bit of a rant. I'm not happy when it becomes a bit of a rant. Yeah, today it became a bit of a rant. Yeah, I was basically ranting. What things that piss me off. Coming up with some bizarre conspiracy theories as to why. I even call this a Trumpian game. Oh, that's terrible. But it's not heading in the right direction. And they are right. They will lose a lot of players in the process. A lot of refunds. 2 of my friends already did it. Yeah, man. It's actually a very good idea. A very good idea. Anyway, guys, I was about to talk about refunding the game myself. Okay, you guys, take care. Be good. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Will we be playing FM26 or FM24? I have no clue. I have to make a decision tonight. Bye.